Usually there are questions coming up if I talk to operators. Okay, do I need a mobile optimized website or do I need an app? What is better? Well, that usually depends. Let's talk about the pros and cons of both. The mobile website optimized or a mobile app. The positives or the pros for a mobile optimized website are, first, it is easy to update. If I change my website, it can be connected to my content management system and I say, okay, this kind of information goes to my website and this half of the information go on my mobile optimized website. So that is easier to update actually my website. Positive as well, it is probably cheaper than an app because it's just kind of a similar website just with a new design optimized. It is accessible with any smartphone because I can use any browser like a website. I can use Firefox, Safari, the Internet Explorer, it doesn't matter. So that's quite good because I have to create this page once and everybody can use it. The pros of an app is it is on my device installed. So that the likelihood that the consumer goes into my app more often is higher because it is on my phone. I don't have to go into the browser and search for the website to get my information. It is already on my device. And I don't sometimes even need reception. If I have a website, I need reception. I need the internet to get that website displayed. If I have an app, that is not necessary. I can promote or connect it with special needs. I can, for example, attach the camera of my iPhone to that app and I have more features available, which has maybe a benefit for the consumer. And the good thing is I don't have to enter any URLs. I start my phone, click on it, and it's available. I don't have to enter any URLs or I don't have to search on Google. The cons for a mobile is, as I said, I need a URL and I need a reception. So someone needs to type in the URL to get access to my website. Now, of course, I have less engagement because it is just information, pictures I can click, but that's it. It's not like an app where I have lots of features available. And yeah, I need my network, and also I have to reduce my content because I'm really focusing on what the consumer is really needs. The cons of an app is, well, first it needs to be programmed. That might be a bit expensive. Then it needs to go through to the app where the app can be bought or installed, which is, for example, iTunes. That's a longer process because Apple has to approve that this app is conform with the guidelines of Apple. I have to install or program different apps for each device. I need an app for an iPhone, I need an app for an iPad, I need an app for an HTC, I need an app for an Samsung. So all the different smartphones need a different app. As soon as I need to update the content, I have to update all the different apps. And that might be a bit expensive as well. So the question is, what is better? Well, I can't really say. I can say that the optimized version of a website is probably the better start because your content is available on a smartphone. If you have lots of, if you want to engage your customer and if you want to offer specific features, an app might be worth it. But of course, more expensive. And instead,
when you say expensive, have you got a baseline figure of putting an app together? Is it 1,000? Is it 5? Is it 10?
It depends really on the content. Usually apps.
If you had something that was pretty basic.
Yeah.
Basic,
well, if you talk about an app and getting one created, just one, just for Apple, very simple, you probably can get along with $500. But it depends on how much or how many features you like to have and how many interactions with the smartphone itself. Yeah. You have to make sure once that is installed, the consumer has to download it out of the App Store. Yeah, that's the first hurdle. As soon as it's downloaded, you're on the safe side. But you have to download it, and of course, right, the competition is high. There are millions of apps.
Yeah.
So, if you think an app is maybe not worth it yet, you can actually join other apps if you like. There are apps for the market, for the industry, who try to get single operators, small operators in their system. Like the Queensland app, in this case, this is very easy. What they do, they find out where you are and they list, for example, hotels, accommodation, they list activities. So I, as a consumer, can easily find out what is in my area, what can I do. Everybody who is member of the HDW already has a listing on this app. So this might be an easy way to get into an app and to provide information through an app using a bigger organization. Something you can think of. There are others, for example, like a gateway app. They work with operators who have a shop or work on a airport, and if someone is around the airport, I know exactly what to do on that airport if I have I have to wait 2 hours, for example. Okay, questions to apps or mobile optimized websites? Nice. We have 2 more topics, and one is Pinterest. Who have heard about Pinterest? Who's using Pinterest? One at least. All right. Pinterest is a fairly new social media network, and it is, I just give you the benefit right now. Why do I use this and not all the others that are around for several years now? Pinterest is growing quite quickly. It's all about sharing pictures to friends or to just distribute pictures. The good reason is it creates backlinks to your website. And these backlinks are already higher than backlinks using Twitter and LinkedIn combined. So that is especially for operators or websites that have lots of good images on their website, a huge advantage to promote your business, your photos, through your photos, so the consumer can find your business or click on the picture and get back to your website. That is a huge advantage. I quickly go through how Pinterest is going to work. This is an account, C. Monterey. They created different boards, and each board has a couple images. The images are kind of a theme. It is not about promoting your business, not promoting your product. It's about creating a theme because the consumer, the user on Pinterest, is just browsing. If I'm on Pinterest, I just scroll through and look for funny, interesting pictures. I have a board called Weird, and I'm looking for just very, very funny pictures. And then I use, if I find a picture, I can like it, like on Facebook, I can leave a comment, or I can re-pin it. So someone has a picture, I click on re-pin, and I pin it on my own board. This is the distribution on Pinterest. If you have a picture, if there's a picture out of your product out there, or if you have a whole board with lots of pictures, and here and there you have product images, people can click and re-pin it to their own board.
Do we have to be on Pinterest site to do this?
Yeah.
Or we on any part of the web to re-pin the picture onto your board?
I just quickly explain later how to get pictures on Pinterest. But to share or re-pin pictures, you have to be on Pinterest. The consumer will be on Pinterest to re-pin and like pictures. So in this case, they have a couple boards. I can follow that board and I can jump on a picture and re-pin that picture. That's what we want. Okay. I can click or I can mouse over that picture, the lady with the pink hair, and I can either re-pin, like, or comment on that picture. The re-pin, I can give it a short description and it would end up on my own board. And my followers would see that I just re-pinned that. And even my friends on Facebook and Twitter are going to see that I re-pinned a picture. And then they can click on that picture and re-pin. The good thing is there is a link down there. And that link goes back to a website where the picture is from. And that's how you get the traffic to your website. Okay, excellent.
How different is this set up to, say, Flickr?
Yeah, Flickr is similar. You can share photos. What you can't do is re-pinning.
So this is probably a good one.
It is to, if you want to, yeah, it is.
essentially.
Flickr is like you have a community there as well, and you can share photos. You have public folders.
Yeah.
That works, but it's a bit smaller,
Yeah.
and they don't have traffic back to a website.
How long has this been around for?
A year, but it got big in the last 3 months.
Yeah, okay. It's probably
It is fairly new.
more.
Yeah, I will show you how this is going to work. How to pin, and that is where it is going to be interesting for you. The first thing is, and I will demonstrate that later, I can use a function in my browser. And this browser, I'm on a website, and I see lots of pictures. I will go to the Chico's website in a second. I click on this function, and Pinterest is going to get all the pictures of that website. And I click on the picture I like, give it a description, and it will be pinned on my board. The second way is there's a pin it button, like a like button of Facebook. You can add this pin it button on your website under each picture, so the user can click on it, and automatically that picture will be on the board of the user on Pinterest. Or I am on Pinterest, and I add the URL of where the picture is located, and it will just draw the picture out of the website. 3 ways how I can pin. I quickly go into a website. In this case, of TQ. I go into my bookmarks, and there's something called Pin It. I installed this earlier. I was on Pinterest and installed this function into my browser. As soon as I click on Pin It, Pinterest is getting all the pictures available on this website. And now I can decide which picture I like to pin on my board. I click on it. I hope it connects me automatically. So, and now I can add this picture to my own board. As soon as I do this, there will be a message on Facebook and to all my followers on Pinterest. The good thing is, as soon as people click on here, we can, for example, do something interesting as well. Hashtags work here as well. Pin it. Okay, see your pin. So now it's opening up my board. This is my new pin. You see the description? The description is available for Google. So Google is going through Pinterest and is scanning in pictures, descriptions, and titles. So again, an advantage for your SEO. I click on the picture, and it should end up on TQ.com. So, because people can now go on my picture and repin and repin and repin and repin wherever in the world, as soon as someone clicks on the picture, they end up on TQ's website. And this is something that has a big advantage. Sorry? Yeah, it is connected because I connected it. So you can connect Pinterest with Facebook and Twitter. Yeah.
Flickr do that?
I think so. Yeah. So, something fairly new, but of course, there's a downside. Let's talk about the positives first. As I said, it is the distribution of your domain, of your website, through pictures into the world, because everybody's going to share it. Make sure that if you create a board, if you have an own account, that you always have a theme. Do not promote your business at all. People go through Pinterest just because they're interested in something, like weddings, like if they want to travel to the USA for a holiday, they're going to through Travel USA to find funny pictures and see, the canyon, I want to go there, click. So make sure it's not always your product on there. Mix your product pictures with other pictures. That's highly important. Yeah, people just do this because they're maybe bored, maybe they need a break. They jump on Pinterest on their mobile and browse through their themes, things where they're interested in, and express themselves. As an operator, as I said, it is a distribution of your pictures and a distribution of your website, and it gets traffic back to your website. The downside is, as soon as you upload pictures, or as soon as you pin pictures, you have to make sure that you have the right to do that, to share that picture. What I just did on 2Q is actually not legal because I used just an image and I don't have the right to share or to use this image. So if you do it, make sure you always repin your own picture. Because I don't have the right, on 2Q it doesn't matter because it is a public picture. But if you go to someone who's doing lots of images, like a photographer, they have websites with all the images. If you use their images, they get really pissed.
Yeah. Can you watermark them though?
Yes. If you don't want someone to use this picture, you can even install a little code on your website blocking Pinterest to come to your website. So if you have pictures and you don't want any users to pin it out of your website, install this little code and Pinterest cannot come to your website. You even can start a process and say to Pinterest, sorry, this picture is not allowed to be on your site. As soon as you have your own pictures and as soon as you pin your own pictures, you give the right to everybody else on Pinterest to distribute that picture. And you have no control at all about it. You don't know where it was going to end. And it's hard to get it back.
Even if it's watermarked, though, it's okay, right?
Well, then it's pinned with a watermark.
Yeah, but they can't take watermark off.
No, it's an image. It doesn't work. Yeah, so that is the downside. You have to make sure you have the license somehow to pin a picture. Repinning will be okay because it is already on Pinterest. The one who pinned it the first, if you take it out of a website, you don't want to get in trouble. That's the biggest downside. Don't get make sure you don't violate any copyrights. And that's effectively it. Questions to Pinterest?
Can I just go back to the general?
Sure.
So is it, we just set it up ourselves, yeah?
Oh, sorry. Here?
Yeah, you just set it up yourself, set up an account.
You jump on Pinterest. It is not like Facebook where you just create an account. You receive an invitation. So you enter your email address, your data, Pinterest receives it, and after a couple of days they say, yeah, we give you permission to get an account. They make it a bit more unique.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But as a business.
Yeah. As here, yeah, you just give it a username, a description, a location, and that's it. Fairly easy.
Why does it
I think they want to control the numbers. They don't want to grow it too fast. That's why they limit the access.
So once you join it, that means you have on site as official website.
Yeah.
So they could effectively use something else for business and
People, that's right. People can use photos on your website right now. Right click, save, and the picture is away. So that is illegal as well, but everybody's doing it. Same thing on Pinterest. They of course go on your board and can save that picture or repin it and use it for their own purpose. Yeah, but do you want that picture to be used? Because that's when your link goes out and out and out. Yeah, if someone is repinning your picture, it has always the link to your domain.
Where it shines, Queensland shines on me. Where Australia shines.